What is up, YouTube? This is your girl, Killer Rose. Long time no see. It's finally a Saturday. Um, just wanted to touch up on a few things. I was gonna make a video on Friday morning, but my mom was already ready, and I couldn't make a video because I didn't want it to be a short. But I got one thing in particular that's so funny. I didn't wrote these things down, but if you ever come across to I don't know, your workplace, and they give you opportunity, definitely take it. And what I mean is that I'm gonna get it into it. Is that to give out blood. Donate some blood today, and don't hesitate to even research and try to do a lot of things. Of course, there's gonna be some, some background. Sometimes they do it on the spot to make sure that you're healthy and that you're able to donate blood. And yes, they don't just say, okay, that's it, go ahead and sit down and then we'll give, no. They would basically ask you if you ate anything, or drink some water. Sometimes they give you even messages, to basically, some emails, like stuff like that, to tell you, okay, you will have to do this the day of, or the day before. Make sure you don't take certain kind of medications if you're gonna donate. I don't know, some other things that you're gonna donate. But I wanted to just give this out there and just say, hey, some lives are meant to be saved. Any lives are meant to be saved, and, taken well care of. Yes, by the title, you're going to see it. I'm going to share it, and it's going to be funny. It's supposed to be a joke, but at the end of the day, it's supposed to be serious too. What I'm saying is that, yeah, donate some blood, actually help someone out there. I've done this before, but I didn't want to basically just say, aha, like I've donated blood. I wanted to make sure that I processly just be like, okay, I donated blood. I don't want to be the type of person that says, that I've done something good, because, in the Bible it doesn't say, it does say that they, basically God hates when people go up to the streets and basically say, like, look at me, I'm worshiping God because I'm doing such a good thing. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to, openly say that I donated blood, and just out of the blue, I feel like that's being fake in a way, is to basically say that because I did something good, you should do good and you should thank me for it. I hate that. And I don't want to do that. And so that's why I'm like, you know what? I'll take some time, and actually, if I give enough time, I'll be able to just openly say it. And that way, in a way, I would encourage people, hopefully I encourage you all to donate blood. And what I'm going to say is that, and I'm going to get into it, okay, that these people from the left won't save my life, but I'll save theirs, okay? And I think it was on The View that says that they, and many of nurses and doctors, man, I swear, imagine you dying on scene and a police officer is like, oh, like, we notice that they are registered as a Republican. Better not save them. We'll just let them die off because that's better for our society, not having, stuff like that being blown about. And it's true. A lot of people of the left, and I'm talking about far left, would think stuff like this. And it seems disturbing because it is. It is disturbing. And like I said, you may not save my life, but I'll save yours. And do I want a thank you and an applaud? No, absolutely not. I feel good actually saving lives to give out my blood and actually give it to a person that really needs my type of blood. Um, and definitely go out. And it's not just saying a aha moment, because that's the worst thing you could do, but to actually say, you know what, the best thing that I can do as a a normal civilian who works and who pays bills, is probably the best thing that I can do as a person who just does that. Um, and it's insane, but yeah, I mean, I've done it before. I think I've done it since I was in college, and now is the best time. I'm able to do stuff like that, and I want to be able to do things like that. I want to be able to actually help people and actually help people stay alive. Okay, and that's the best moment, is to do it. And yes, they do have stuff on the weekends. You just schedule yourself an appointment. You know, you definitely can get through a lot of things, especially in your area. You should definitely find some blood donations. You could do it in an easy Google search, and it will pop up, and you can definitely check the location out and see, and ask questions. If you don't believe me, then here, let me show you. Hold on. Oh wait, I got it here somewhere. Just put it, and I misplaced it. Oh no, it was just matching my. It was in a far corner, and I couldn't see it, and it was so bright, from outside, that it kind of like mixed in with my desk. So I'm like, did I miss it somewhere? No, but it's right here, guys. See, this is what they gave me, and now that's my cat. So usually when they basically like do is that they put like some little small like tube on your arm, and basically they basically saying that that they'll tell you, we're gonna just go to a 1, 2, 3 and go, and then they'll just, of course they'll do all the stuff that they do, which is, putting like I don't know what they do. They make sure they find a, a perfect spot, and then they put like something on there to make it easy for them to insert it. And yes, if you feel queasy, you could definitely look away. I'm the type of psycho who likes to look at it, and you know, I sometimes get nervous, but I'm like, I know what they're doing, and I know how they're doing it. So there's no way for me to be nervous. I already done this before, and I know the process of it. And so you just have to make sure your arms stay still, and they'll give you like a ball, not one of these, but they'll give you a ball, and which side it works for you is, that's how it works. And I like to use my right arm because I'm a lefty. Okay, I'm a left-handed person. This is my dominant hand. Um, there you go. I'm a left-handed person who likes to write with my left hand. But you know, and so once you get your ball, you will have to squeeze like whatever seconds that they tell you to squeeze. But I like to squeeze anyway. I like to squeeze as much as I can to just to get the blood pump going, and that way the process can go in quicker. And now it's gonna sting, but it's there. So it is what it is, you know. But sometimes, they'll tell you right after too that, hey, if there's any complications, go to your doctor or hospital or whatever, and they'll basically tell you the whole shabam of what the, giving blood, the after effects, right? And make sure you don't do any like heavy like activities. So like if you're going to go to the gym, you better not do it. You better take the rest day, and just go on with it. Trust me, yesterday I was not happy because I basically did not have a gym session that I wanted to, right? I wanted to go to the gym, but didn't, and I felt like I cheated on myself because I ate a, I ate a big meal, guys. I ate a big meal, but I'm like, you know what? I know what I need to do. I need not only to lift the weights because I love doing it. I'm actually toning my own body, but I need to actually do some cardio and cut the fat. That's what I need to do. I know exactly what I need to do, but it's so hard. Why? Because I am, in fact, natty. I am natural. I don't take any stuff. If I do take some stuff, it's more like an energy drink, like C4, and that's it. But normally, I just drink water and just and make it works. Make it work for me. Um, I don't want to take things, especially when it hurts me long term. And now you'll be like, Rose, you don't even know how to do it, so why can't you try? And like, there's some things that you can try, but there's some things that you really shouldn't. You know, you can't just say, like you haven't tried cocaine and why not try it, right? No, that's definitely off the table. Don't take stuff, especially when you know things are bad for you and you see other people doing it and you know it's bad for them. You're like, yeah, I'm not gonna take that risk. I'm not gonna take that chance. Okay, you know. No, I mean, if you can go to a doctor and ask them, hey, I have trouble with this. What can I do to be, basically progress myself and working out more? Like, I mean, for me, if I was having the most difficult time, why not go to the gym twice a day? If you have a day off, why not getting yourself to go, make yourself go in the morning and then go yourself in the evening. Sometimes I would do that. Sometimes when I was working night shifts at one time, I would go in, let's say if I got off like around like 3:30, okay? Because that's usually what time I would get off. And sometimes I would go in between 3:45 to however how long I, can go in. And I would stay there for momentarily. I would just do my treadmill sesh and my gym workout, like my strength training. And that was it. I would be like, okay, there's no one in the gym, so I can use every equipment that I can. And by the time I get home, I'll be able to go to sleep and be able to do what I need to do. And now some people don't have that that time. But if you could do it on your days off instead of your days on, you should definitely give it a try. But yeah, the moral of this video is to basically give blood. You should definitely give blood. And am I gonna do this consistently? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna definitely try and get myself into to actually giving blood this whole year. It's kind of sucks that I haven't done it, the time that I was in college and so on. But sometimes I was dealing with my own life. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing anything special. I have so much time. I might as well just do the thing that I want to do. And so, yeah, if you've seen this so far, guys, thank you so much for being patient with me. I definitely got the time now, and I got the time hopefully tomorrow, but tomorrow I do have family coming over, so it's gonna be very tough for me to do the things that I like to do. But yeah, it's gonna be one of those days, guys, but I'll definitely give more time. I'm gonna do more research, and because there's so much corruption, guys. So much corruption in this state that I'm living in. It's insane how much we give them a break. This is insane, but I'll give it to another video so that way I can show you exactly what I hate and exactly how much I hate it. You can be innocent driving bystander, and they'll arrest you for fake DUI. And that's the subject that we're going to get into. Alright, guys? See you guys later. Alright? Peace.